Hello everyone, I am Catechus Gaming, and today we will be continuing the guided walkthrough for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last episode, we delayed the water temple and got the sweet big Goron sword. However, this episode, Link is going to have to man up and actually save the Zoras from their popsicle fate. Now sit back and grab some snacks as we quite literally dive in. There's our title card. Look at all those heart containers we got. Now let's add a medallion to this list. Here we are. Got our big Goron sword. Got our bluey tunic because we're awesome. I mean, look how fly we are with this. But I'm not really going to use it because I get hurt a lot. I'm not good at dodging. I'm going to use the sword. Hooray. Oops. Should also change the equipment up ever so slightly. In the water temple, we're going to need to use the hookshot a lot, like for everything, because it's kind of the only thing we can use underwater. So that's got to be equipped. Additionally, let's see here. Last episode, we got the Serenade of Water, and I never remember it, so I had to check. Now let's head over. Good old warp songs. Yeah, I want to go to the lake. Beach day for Link. Except this time Lake Hylia is like 99% beach. I mean, it's raining this hard, and it's this empty. Someone explain this to me. Now, to enter this dungeon, we're going to have to hop down here, and we're going to get really annoyed with having to take on and off these iron boots in this episode. So bear with me on that. As annoyed as you are, I am equally annoyed. Now when we're down here at the bottom, we got to shoot this crystal thing to open the gate. There we are. And thanks to our blue threads here, we actually get to breathe underwater. Yay! And of course, we immediately get in, and we gotta take off our boots so we can float back up. Now, this dungeon isn't as bad as everyone tends to make it sound. The biggest problem with it is the water. There's 3 floors of this entire dungeon, and we have to adjust the water level throughout the dungeon to get to all 3 floors. And we have to do it at least twice. Except if you miss a key, you got to do it 3 times. Hooray. So first thing we're going to want to do is, with our iron boots, float all the way to the bottom. And now that we're at the bottom, we're going to want to take the path to our right with these 2 torches outside of it. Ignore the new monsters that are over here in the sand pit. These are called spikes. They look like rocks now, and we have to use our hookshot to attack them. But if we get close, they'll target us and turn into spikes. There you are. But enough about them. So we're going to want to head into this S-shaped corridor with the 2 torches. This is kind of the only way open to us. Oh my god, is that Princess Ruto? Boy, she got big too. Oh, you. If I'm right, you're Link, right? Aren't we, like, engaged? Yeah, you are Link, aren't you? It's me, your fiancé, Ruto. Princess of the Zoras, in case you forgot. Gasp, Link, gasp! Yeah, I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for all these 7 long years. I'm taking you on the Maury show. But now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you've already seen it. Zora's domain, totally frozen, like OMG. A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice. But my father and the other Zoras have not yet. Never mind. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who's going to be your wife. Link, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in this temple. And when I say help, I mean do it for me. I'm royalty. Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the level of water. I'll lead the way. Follow me quickly. What the heck is that swim? What did she just do? What is that? As a non-swimmer, could a swimmer please identify what the heck that is? So yeah, we're gonna have to follow her. So take off your booties and float on up too. I wonder if Link gets the bends in this dungeon. We're going up and down quite a bit. Maybe the tunic helps? I don't know. But yeah, once we get to the top here, she is gone, thank God. But this is what she was talking about. This Triforce symbol, there's 3 of them in this dungeon. And as always, whenever you see that symbol, you gotta play Zelda's Lullaby. And this one will drain all of the water completely. So the other 2 will raise the water level to midway and then all the way full. And it's the most annoying part of this dungeon. But before we jump down, we want to head through this door in a room filled with spikes. Good job, Link. Now you can just slash and burn the spikes like this, or when they're rocks, use your hook shot. When they're spike form, they take 2 hits to kill, though. But once they're dead, we get a big old treasure chest. Come on. Big bunny, no whammy. You know what? The dungeon map is actually really good in this dungeon to help keep track of where the heck you are. I'm gonna turn it off, because I kind of know where I'm going. Alright, now that we have the map, we can jump down to the first floor. Remember, if you hold forward, you won't die. Now that we're back on the first level, what we're going to want to do is open this door with the 2 torches. You can either shoot arrows through the actual open flame, or we can do this the easy way. Din's Fire. Probably the most useful spell we'll ever get. Alright, now that it's open, let's hop on in. Okay, these are the other new enemy in this dungeon. They're called Shell Blades. Now, they're completely impervious to damage until you get close and they open their mouth. Then you hookshot their inner bits, I guess. Or, I don't know, Din's Fire. We'll just one-shot them. Open or close. It's amazing. Alright, easy peasy. Now I'm probably gonna refrain from using Din's Fire too much for the mini-boss in this dungeon. But once they're dead, we get a small key. Yay! Now we're pretty much done with this path here. Now let's head back out to the central room. Now that we're here, we're gonna want to... Oh, great. More. The spikes are back. Oh, and blue Tektites. Awesome. Oh, come on, Link. There we are. Ignore my bad fighting. I don't have my land legs yet. Alright, from when we exit this corridor, we're gonna want to turn left and take this doorway here. Just got to be careful when you turn corners. Sometimes there are enemies, but there isn't on this one. So at the end of the corridor, there's a weird looking floor pattern here. Drop a bomb. And this will open up a water-filled tunnel. So of course, we need our iron booties. so we can sink on down. Now there is a shell blade down here. We can just skip him by taking off our iron booties and floating above him. They can only swim on the floor. They can't go up. Easy peasy. Now that we're in here, we're going to want to step on the switch, which is going to raise the water and thus raise the pillar on the other side. That's going to be a pretty common mechanic in this dungeon, so this is kind of the training wheels for it. Hold on, we got some Tektites here. And Link, we can't see. Okay, now that we got rid of those, something I want to point out here. This door has differences between the GameCube 64 version and the 3DS version. In the GameCube 64 version, there's a crystal switch on the opposite side of this grate, whereas in the 3DS version, it's on Link's side of the grate, which if you're playing the 3DS version, just hit it. But here, Link's gonna have to do either Din's Fire or just a charge blade. And I'll open it up. And we can get this dungeon's first Skulltula. There's number 72. Awesome. Let's see if there's anything good here. Nope, nothing good. Alright, now that we have that, we're done with the south passage on first floor. So we just gotta head back to the main room the way we came in. Forever taking on and off our iron booties. I really like what they did in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, where it's just a C button item, and we don't have to deal with this constant menu crap. Kind of wish they had the forethought here. Alright, now that we're in the main central room, we're going to want to head left one more time to this block here. Jump on there. And we're going to want to push this block all the way in until it falls down. Very, very slowly. I just love how, like, big and dense this block is. And Link's pushing it like, yeah, I got this. Hold my beer. Alright, so just like before, we're going to want to sink all the way to the bottom. Resurface on the other side. There's a lot of that we're going to be doing. Okay, now in this room, kind of going to want to bait this Tektite to fall down. Otherwise, he's going to be a nuisance. He's just waiting for us to make our move. But what we're going to want to do is activate a switch to make that water pillar rise up to our level, and we use it as a jump platform. So we hit this crystal switch right next to us on our side. And yes, it is timed, but they give us plenty of time to leap on across. If you do fall down into the pit below, there is a hook shot point on the crystal side that will bring you back up and you can try again. Now that we've done that, head through the door. And now we're in the whirlpool room. This room can be frustrating, but there is a kind of a stone statue of a dragon underwater. We want to land on top of its body on the far side there, and there's a crystal switch in its mouth that we can hit with our hook shot. So to do that, just hop on in, and as normal, put your booties on to sink on top of the body. Easy peasy. Now, that crystal switch is going to open that gate in this opening for a limited amount of time, and there's 2 shell blades on the inside. We can't use our fire spell underwater, so it's going to suck, but there's a hook shot point behind them. So what we want to do is hit this, hook shot here, hook shot past the shell blades. Let's see if we can do it. Attempt number 1. Yeah, it does not give us a lot of time here. There we are. Now that we're on the other side, just take your iron booties off, float above The shell blades, yeah, we took a little bit of damage. No big deal. But for our troubles, we get ourselves a chest. Yay, keys! Alright, now that we have 2 keys, we can head back to the center room. So, to get out of here, we're going to want to drop a bomb by this crystal switch to open up that gate below. But we need a little extra time because we have to sink down. Oh, we got turned around. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Link, stop walking right into him. Just float. Come on, just float, man. Alright, now that we're out of there, we can head back to the main room here, where the Tektite made his way back up, but on our side. Hooray. Well, he's easy enough to deal with, and we can just hook shot across at that little point there. Yay! More shoe changing. Oh, right. Yep. Forgot this one. The end where we have to resurface, we can't just float up. The water doesn't make it to the floor level above us, so we actually have to stand on the block that we push down and hook shot our way up. Now we can take the booties off. I always forget that one. Now that we have this, if we head to the right and stand on this block facing the center tower, we have enough keys that we can enter. Well, enter and proceed. So now that we're in here, we can see that it's filled with these floating platforms, so traversing in here is just gonna be fun. So much fun. We're going to want to climb our way up to the top. So run over to the opposite edge, and we can hook shot to the first lowest platform, where there's a Triforce. So this is the spot where we can raise the water level to the mid-range. Good old Zelda's Lullaby. Now, that was a very important scene. You kind of saw it there in the little movie that played, but when this block raised up, there was an opening below it. So if we hop in the water between this block and the door, we'll land safely below us and not in spikes. And then we can just continue to fall down below the platform that rose up. This is probably the most missed thing in this dungeon, as it'll lead to a key that we need. And if you miss this and continue on, that will require you to go back to the bottom level, reset all of the water again. It gets very frustrating. But when we continue through this path, we'll enter this weird room. We hear enemy music, and there's a crystal switch. What's going to happen is we're going to hit this switch, and a whole mess of enemies are going to come down through an opening. So don't stand close to the switch, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Now we're going to have to kill all of these little critters here. So we're going to want to take care of that guy first, and then just slowly work our way in, hook shot in these things before they come alive. Oh, look at that. There's a shell blade just hiding in the back there. You sneaky little bugger. Gotcha. Once they're all dead, a opening on the opposite side of the room will open up, and we can float on in. There's nothing in the path where the monsters came out of. It's literally just an open cavity above. You can't even crawl out. But for our troubles, we get ourselves a small key. Hooray! Now that we have that, we just gotta head back to the main central column, float all the way back up to where we first jumped down at the Triforce symbol. very, very slowly. I love the determination on Link's face right here. He's like, yeah, I'm underwater, but I'm floating. I got this. This is the most hated dungeon. No problems. Alright. Now that we're back above water, in the central chamber, we want to exit through our only option on the mid-tier level. Now here, we're going to want to actually exit through the eastern door on the mid-level. Now, since we have a map and no compass, the only way to determine which pathway that is if we walk around, we're going to want to look for the passageway with 2 lone pots. There we are. We can just hop our way across. Anything good in these? Oh, hearts. Oh, okay, well, we lost that one. Now, on the eastern pathway here, we're just going to want to snake our way through, and we're in a odd spike area. So we're going to want to hookshot ourselves up to this ledge, turn around, and now there's 3 hookshot points here. Grab the farthest one away from you, otherwise they're just going to land you on spikes. Because they're booby-trapped. And there's, similar to the fire temple, there's a chest over there protected by a column of water. So what we want to do, drop a bomb at this crystal switch, because we get no time on this one. So we wanted to preemptively run over so we can open it. Oh, there we go. Now we got the compass. Now with the compass, it's going to be harder to be lost in this dungeon, but not impossible. So to leave, I didn't actually mean to jump on those. I wanted to carefully fall onto this platform so I could jump across them, but I don't know. Link had other ideas. Alright. Now that we've got that, we want to head back into this main room. And we're actually going to want to head into the lowest level eastern room with water level at mid, like we have it now. So we're just going to want to drop on down, run away from the spikes, back into the room where we first met Rudo. Because I'm not sure if you noticed, but as we floated up to the first Triforce symbol to lower the water, there was a bit of a spot here with a cracked wall. We're going to want to drop a bomb on this. Okay, my game did not like that. And on the inside is a tiny treasure chest. Hooray, more small keys. Yay. Now that we have 3 small keys, we can continue on with this dungeon. So we want to work our way out of this eastern path now. Watch out for the spike mobs. Hopefully they reset. Oh, they did. Awesome. Now we're on the eastern side. We want to exit the central room on the mid-level western side. Swim our way around. Because now that we have 3 keys, we can work our way through these, a set of locked doors. Oh, this Tektite is just bound and determined to be a problem. Oh, good, he jumped over us. Get through the door, Link. Go, 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 go. Alright, so in here, we're going to want to actually stand on this column of water and maybe bait down the Tektite. There he is. Sometimes he doesn't want to jump down at you. There we are. Now we want to stand on the water column and shoot that crystal, not with our hook shot, because we're apparently too far away, but our bow and arrow. It activates for a short time, so that's why we wanted to be on it first. Once we're up here, head through the door. And now we're at the 3rd Triforce symbol, which will raise the water level to max. So play Zelda's Lullaby. And there we are. So that's the final water level control. You know what? I'm shooting you. There we are. Now with that, we're gonna make our way to get the long shot. Similar to how we got to this location, we're gonna want to head through the locked door on the west, which is the closest door, kind of just to our left there. Pop in here. Now we're gonna be in a pretty weird room, but watch out for the 2 keys at the far end of this passageway. Take them out. Hopefully they'll give us a heart, or not. That's cool. There is a gold Skulltula on the wall there, but we can't reach it yet. We will need the dungeon treasure to do so. So we're going to skip it for now and just hop down these platforms. So what we're going to want to do is ride this platform down and hookshot onto these other platforms on the front and use them to hookshot our way all the way up to the other side. There we are. Now we gotta be relatively quick because we can fall into the pit below, which will damage us and restart the room. Just gotta keep trucking. There we are, all the way across. And we get to use our last key. Now, this is a weird room filled with Tektites. I highly recommend using your bow to take them out. Oh, I really want all those hearts. Okay, that one's dead. And the last one's over there. You don't have to kill them, but boy does it make life easier. Now that they're dead, there's this red crystal in the middle of the room and a bunch of statue heads around. If we hit this crystal with our hook shot, or anything really, it'll raise the water level and these statue heads. We have to use them and the water levels to get our way up there. So with the water up, we can hook shot to this guy here. Then we can lower the water. Oops. Got it. Run back here, and then hook shot to the wall, not the statue. If you would have hooked shot to the statue, it would have dropped us in the water, because it's flush with the water. Now that we're here, climb up the statue's head and over. Now we can hit the crystal again. Now we can hook shot across this path. Now we gotta hit the crystal yet again to lower everything. Now that everything's lowered, we can hop on the statue's head and shoot the crystal. I'm just gonna use our bow. I don't know if we're close enough or not. It'll raise us up to a couple of Tektites. Awesome. Hey, heart pieces. Just what I want. Give me that life. Alright, now, before you do anything, notice there is a like on the other side there. And if you hook shot onto that, you're going to land right in his mouth for dinner. So just grab your bow and shoot him. Trap disabled. Now it's safe to get across. Now, here we're gonna, thankfully, get all our magic back, and there's gonna be a mini-boss on the other side of this room. There's a couple ways to defeat this mini-boss. First is to just attack it with your sword and hope for the best. Second is Din's Fire, but you're not gonna have enough magic to actually kill it, so you would need a magic pot. Third option is Megaton Hammer, which is probably the easiest, or the Big Goron Sword. So right now, let's head in. By the way, this is also like one of the coolest rooms. It's just an empty void with a lone tree. What we're going to want to do is head towards the exit here, past the tree, and then just turn around. Yeah, at the tree is our dark self. We have to conquer ourselves. Thanks, Navi. You gonna help? Now, Dark Link here, yeah, has some pretty flashy moves. He has 2 times the health that your Link does, so if you've been farming heart pieces like I have, you're in for a treat here on Battle Length. Now, he's pretty dodgy, and he will mimic your moves. You can just brute force your way by attacking here. Or you could use something like Din's Fire. He can't block that. And if you damage him, yeah, he'll just disappear and reappear until dead. You can use your Big Goron Sword, but I wouldn't recommend it. It seems he deflects most of the shots anyway, so just because it does more damage doesn't mean it's worth it here. That's not very easy to hit him. But my favorite is the Megaton Hammer. He literally cannot block this. She just hammer time. Get some parachute pants and go to town. Now, the amount of times you have to hit Dark Link with the Master Sword, you're only doing, out of the damage to you, half a heart of damage. So for as many heart containers as your Link has, you have to hit Dark Link twice that. But hey, Megaton Hammer wins. Best way to kill him. There we are. Now that he's dead, I'm going to put the goodies back. And we can head through this door. And find out the super cool room was just an illusion. It was just a normal, boring room this whole time. So our prize for defeating ourselves is the dungeon treasure. It's kind of a common trend to have the hook shot and then a longer version called the long shot, which I kind of think is a cop-out, but this is where it all started. So behind the treasure chest is a blue time block. Oh, I don't think we're close enough. You can't stand on it. You have to stand next to it. It's very picky. There we are. Play our song of time. If you stand on it, it's just gonna do nothing. So now that that's gone, we can hop on in to a pretty annoying river room. So in here... Oh. Link, be careful! Don't get swallowed by the vortexes! Thanks, Captain Obvious. So she's talking about these things. If you get swallowed in, you're going to take some damage and pop back here where you started. Very annoying. You could, for the most part, use your iron boots to just walk down, but it's not that bad to swim through it. So we're gonna swim through here. Watch out for that corner there, because there's vortex. Now after the first bend, I'm gonna put on the iron boots. And this way, with our long shot, oh, we actually have to be, there we go, underwater here. Otherwise the long shot won't work. Super awesome. But we can grab a Skulltula. Oh, missed it. There we are. Lucky 73. Now again, we can just walk past this one. Oh, yeah, you gotta be careful. The floor is very slopey. Dang it. Alright, just eat us. So that's what happens. You just get to restart it. Alright, so let's try that again. Hop in the river. Swim our way around. Okay, we're gonna miss the first vortex, which is in that back corner. We already got the Skulltula, so we're going to hug this wall on our right. Oh, now we're going to hug the wall on the left. Swim our way out onto this little platform here, where we can see that there's a gold eye switch, which we have to use our arrow, and a treasure chest beyond this gated wall. So we're going to have to quickly shoot this and hookshot to that before the gate closes. A lot of time puzzles in this dungeon, wouldn't you say? Well, that one wasn't so bad. For our troubles, yet another small key. Yay! Once we have the key, we want to head through this corridor, and we're back in the swirly vortex room with the dragon statue. But we have nothing to do in here but to exit and head back to the main corridor. Come on, use the door, bud. There we go. So we gotta watch out for our Tektite friend here. Really? Now we gotta hookshot our way across. Oh yay. Another change in our shoes. Awesome. Now remember, we gotta long shot our way to the top here. Really? Really, bud? Oh, right. We're completely underwater, so we just gotta float up. My bad. So, before we continue on, we want to head back through the western room on the top level and get that Skulltula that we couldn't reach in the platform room. So hop across and on through. Oh good, the bats are back. Awesome. Oh, but they healed us. Okay, super awesome. Now we gotta get this bugger here. Alright, number 74. Nice. We're almost 3/4 of the way done. Yeah. Okay, now that we have that, we can't really fight the boss yet because we don't have the big key. So what we're going to want to do is head all the way to the basement, to the bottom level here. And we're going to deal with these spikes guys here first. Come on, target. There we go. Take them out. And this is where we're going to have to reset the water level and try again with that stuff. Because the path we want to take is on the mid-level, but it's at the highest level. So yeah, we gotta head to the room where we met Rudo, swim to the top, change the water level to the lowest, then go inside the center pillar, change it to the medium. Oh, love backtracking so much. Alright, first water level change done. Again. I was hoping we could beat the water down. Now that that's done, just head into the center building here from the southern side. Now we gotta hookshot our way all the way to the top again. But there at least is something we can get while doing this time. If we look away to the opposite side, at the top of the room is Skulltula number 75. Bam! I think we actually have to face it. There we are. Now that the water level is midway, we can finally get the last 2 rooms. So now that we exit, we want to face the southern path, which can be identified by a gold eye switch. So we're going to have to shoot that switch with our arrow, and then hookshot to that target in the back there, and we got a very short amount of time to do this. Oh, you stupid Tektite. You little bugger. Let's try that again. Couple ammo. Easy peasy. Now, this room is a little frustrating. It's very reminiscent to the Forest Temple. We're going to have to pull this block out on this green path here. All the way out. Set it in stone. Then behind us is a spot where we can hookshot up. And we're back in the main room at the top floor. So now we have to go all the way back down to where the gold eye switch is and re-enter this way. Luckily, they do take a little bit of pity, and when you have to hookshot, it almost puts the target in the correct location. You just gotta bounce it up a smidge. But now that we're back here, we can push this block forward. Slowly, but surely. There we are. Now that it's locked in place, we can grab ourselves a chest. For another small key. Alright, now that we have 2 small keys, we're good here. Now to exit this room, we're going to have to hookshot up this weird vertical corridor. Head back to the main room. Now, the second room that we need to hit up is all the way on the bottom floor, but we don't need to change water level. We just got to put our booties on. And I'm just going to avoid these spike guys. So we're going to head through the northern corridor here where the spike guys were and pop out the other side. Wait. Be careful in this room as there's a bunch of spikes on that wall, but there's a hookshot point on the opposite side of the spikes. So we can get out of the water, and then we can hookshot to above the door. This is why we needed the long shot. Take our booties off now so we can actually move with some semblance of speed. Now this room is super annoying. We're gonna have to get to the other side there with the door. I highly suggest just shooting the Tektites with your bow, or they're gonna make your life a living hell. Eventually, once you hit them, they will stop jumping when they're far away like this. There we go. Had a little tired of waiting for him there. Got him. Last one. Oh, come on. Link, I thought you were a big-time archer guy. Alright. Now that they're dead, this room with the water is a vortex, so it's going to pull you in random directions with the current. And it has the vortexes that will pull you under and reset the room. So try to avoid those. If you start to get close to them, you can just throw your iron boots back on, so you can direct yourself. And we got to watch out for the boulder. So when the boulder passes, I'm going to get behind it, take off the boots, float to the top, and hop on out. Okay, this room here is going to be full of stingers, and very, very annoying. The stingers are the same enemies we fought in Jabu Jabu's belly, and they're the ones making that ear-piercing screech. Luckily, we can kill them just with the long shot. So we're going to take some time to do that so they don't make too much of a nuisance with ourselves. But you can kind of see there between those two platforms is a floor switch. That needs constant pressure, so we're going to have to get some bombs. Because there's no blocks in here, but there is a bombable wall here, matching that one on the other side. So what we're going to want to do is on this end, bomb both of these walls. And then over here, where the switch, opposite of the switch, if we head in, look at that, there's another giant block. So we're going to want to push this guy. There we are. To the opposite end. Hop on over. Luckily, we don't have to deal with an eye switch and a time puzzle this time. Pull it out a bit, hop back over again. So much fun. And push you on out. Very, very slowly. There we are. And that will raise the water in the room, allowing us to exit out the upper level here. Alright, now this room is another water pillar room. And honestly, yeah, you're gonna want... I don't have many arrows left. Okay, we're going to annoy these Tektites. And hopefully they'll both jump down below. Awesome. Now that they're down below, we're going to step on the switch. And we're going to have to jump 3 water columns this time. It's not too generous with the time frame here, because we also have to get through the door after jumping across. So make your way over and quickly get through the door before timer runs out. Now we're going to be in the same room with the boulders, but in the boulder level. I did not want my arrow, but where the boulders are falling behind the waterfall is a Skulltula. There we go, number 76, the last one in the dungeon. Now, you can kind of see below that Skulltula, there's a bit of an opening in the bottom there. So we're going to want... I'm going to make a rolling leap. Then I'm going to put on the iron booties. And sink down before we're creamed by a boulder. Alright. Now that we're down here, watch the corner, because there's a shell blade. Can float back up. Ever so slowly. And now we can use our last key. Oh, look at this gilded wonder. Now we can finally get the boss key. Perfect. Now we gotta make our way back to the main room, raise the water level to the highest point. That fairy just yeeted itself through the wall so we couldn't frickin' get it. Super irritating. That one too. What the heck, fairies? Whose side are you on? Can't it pay you off? Alright. Now that we've done that, just want to hop back through the boulder area. So we can get back to the main room. Hopefully that shell blade doesn't hit us. Come on, swim, 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 swim. Swim, Link, for the love of God, swim. Okay, and just to our right, after jumping out from the boulder corridor, will be the exit to the center room. Just gotta long shot our way across this area here. Hashtag spike traps. Speaking of spikes, aren't you guys just annoying? Oh yeah, there's your buddy. Got him too. Don't worry. So now we have the boss key, we have the long shot, we're all geared up and ready to take on the boss of this dungeon. However, to do that, we need the water in the dungeon to be at the highest level. So again, we're going to have to exit from the western door, so the one with this platform in front of it. And we're going to have to work our way through here. Now, remember, this above this water pillar is a Tektite that's going to fall down on us. Hopefully. Or not. Yeah, this is what I mean. Sometimes he falls down. Ah, there he is. Sometimes he takes his sweet time. Now that we have the long shot, we can activate the switch without using arrows. And slowly water elevator ourselves up. Now we can play Zelda's Lullaby and put the water level at the top. Again, I love that this is a secret lullaby, but how many times have we used it just to do things in places? Everyone must have known this song. Alright, now that we're in the highest level of the center room with the water at the highest level, on the northern end, this statue is raised so we can hookshot to it. And behind it is the door that leads to the dungeon boss. But to get to him, there are some very slow-moving spike traps, and we gotta climb up without getting hit, or we slide back down. Yeah, real fun with that. Now let's head through the door. Alright, well this room's pretty empty. Link, look out! That isn't normal water over there! Yeah, good call. That is very blue, dabba-dee-dabba-die. God, it's in the water. Hopefully he hasn't noticed us yet. Or not. Crap, it has our scent. Navi! Navi, what are we fighting? Help us! Oh no, it's behind us. Navi, you literally looked at it. Can you alert us a little better, please, for the love of God? Oh God, a giant aquatic amoeba morpha. Alright, so this is quite possibly the most annoying boss in this entire game. So what it's going to do is create water tentacles by making a little vortex in the water, and then it's going to travel up and down the tentacle, and we have to hookshot it and attack it. And we have to hit it 10 times. Now, as the fight progresses, it's going to create more tentacles, and not only is there touch damage with the tentacles, but the ones he's not in can grab you, and then do damage over time. There we are. Hey, that's three down. Now, there is an easy way to kill him. Now, I'm not very good at it, but what you want to do is stand in the corner and hookshot him to you into the corner, then get on the other side of him so he's between you and the corner, and then crouch stab him to death, and then he can't get away. But like I said, I'm not good at it. Hey, we got him. That was luck. It's alright, let's see if we can do it. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on right now. It's like he's stuck. Is he gonna float through one of these? There we are. So we're gonna get between him, hit the thing. Oh no, we got grabbed. That's what I mean. Gotta struggle. It's kind of like Re-Dead or whatnot. What an arm! Does this thing train with Princess Zelda? See how far it threw us? Good gravy. Oh crap. Jumped right into it. Link! Help me to help you, please. Really? Well, this fight is going about as well as it normally does for me. I hate this boss so much. Alright, it's doing that thing where it doesn't go up. Great. Alright, so he's gonna pop out there. Awesome. Alright, so we're just gonna attack him normally. I'm not very good at doing the cheater method. That requires skill, and that's not something I really have as a man who needs 4 fairies at all times. I don't know what he's trying to do. Come on. Okay, he's apparently stuck, so we're gonna go to a different corner. Come on. That one's gonna try to grab us. I don't understand why sometimes it gets stuck jumping instead of traveling up the spines. This boss might be a little too complex for the game. Alright, so you're gonna make a little vortex there. I'm a hidey in the corner. There we are. Finally got him. Most annoying boss in this game. He's not the hardest, he's just... I don't know. Too Riley, too wriggly. And he dies in the weirdest way too. What is going on? What is this? What am I seeing? Alright. Well, that's over. Yay! For our troubles, don't forget to grab the heart container. Oh my god, we've almost maxed him out with the life. So amazing. Alright, blue portal. Take me to the Chamber of Sages. Yeah, of course it had to be you. And again, I mean, if you're here, we can't be married, right? Link. I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. Oh yeah. Zora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. I guess that's good enough. As a reward, I grant you my eternal love. Well, that's what I want to say, but I don't think I can offer that now as I found a new bow. I have to guard the water temple, like, as the Sage of Water. I do all this work for no reward. And you're searching for Princess Zelda. Ha! You can't hide anything from me. Princess Zelda, she's alive. I can sense it, so don't be discouraged. I can tell that nothing will stop you in your quest for justice and peace. You must take this medallion. Take it respectfully. Don't I sound like my dad? So there we go. Only 2 more medallions left. Shadow and Spirit. Then we can summon Captain Planet, right? And Rudo's stuck here in the Chamber of Sages. Out of Link's hair. I think this is win-win. By the way, if you see Sheik, please give him my thanks, okay? No promises. Oh, what's this then? Yeah, killing the boss raises the water level back to normal. As the water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake. Link, you did it. Yeah, we can all drink water now. Isn't that awesome? Sheik, I have a message. So, Rudo wanted to thank me? I see. We have to return peace to Hyrule for her sake too, don't we? Well, I mean, I guess. Look at that, Link. Together, you and Princess Rudo destroyed the evil monster. Once again, the lake is filled with pure, fresh water. All is as it was here. That's all I hear is I'm pretty awesome. Why is this weird? Apparently Sheik does not approve of Link's earring. This is the weirdest scene ever. Well, not the weirdest, I mean, Darunia dancing's up there. Now, before this episode comes to a close, there's some things we can do real quick like. So over here by this tree is a gravestone looking thing with a poem. When water fills the lake, shoot the morning light. So what that means is since it's morning, shoot an arrow at the sun between those 2 pillars just like this. And we will get our first arrow spell, the fire arrow. Now there's 3, fire, ice, and light. Ice we're gonna get once we're ready for the Spirit Temple. And light we're gonna get right before we fight Ganon, like normal. But now we can shoot fire instead of relying on Din's fire. Isn't that neat? Now we're gonna want to head back for the absolute last thing on this episode. On this island where we started, if we quick make it nighttime, we can get another Skulltula. So if we stand on the platform here for the temple and look up at the tree and try to hook shot so we land on that branch. There we are. There's the Scratchy that we all know and love. Stand back here. And carefully get number 77. And just like that, I think it's time we call it quits. This has been part 17 of our Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time guided walkthrough, where we finally, painfully cleared the water temple. Stay tuned for the next episode as we dive in a well as a kid and get groped by a weird, creepy monster. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as it'll help the channel grow. Thanks.